Welcome back to GOO ROO Beauty. Today I am reviewing for you some relatively new makeup brushes from very well-known Australian makeup artist Ray Morris. These brushes were sent to me and I have really enjoyed them. I did actually shell out the money for the full collection of her very first release of brushes probably a couple of years ago now, and while I loved the brushes themselves, they had a questionable magnetic function that drove me crazy, but I will include links down below to my review and box opening of those brushes if you are curious. Now, these brushes have been basically reformulated, remade, and these are all available online, and I will include links to at least 1 or 2 reviews of the full set that she has released. But for today, I have been sent the magnetic plate. I will let you know a little bit about that, and then I have been sent 6 different brushes to let you know about. So first of all, the magnetic plate. You can just stand your brushes up. They're not going to roll off your counter. They're easy to access, easy to keep clean. And the other feature of that is that if you're drying your brushes, you could somehow attach this to the wall or balance it between 2 different things. And of course you can just put the magnetic brushes upside down and they're going to dry without water obviously going into your ferrule. So a couple different ways that you can use that magnetic plate. It is available separately for 35 Australian dollars, and while it's a little bit heavy and probably not all that travel friendly, great I would say for makeup artists and for those of you who think you'd enjoy that feature for drying or, you know, for your makeup counter. Now, onto the makeup brushes. I will include links and prices for you down below in the description bar if you want to click. This is no affiliation link. I certainly don't get anything if you like this, if you want to buy, if you follow those links at all. So feel free to explore if you are curious. Now, first up, this one is called the number 17 brush, and you can use this to apply mascara. I actually prefer this brush for a couple of different things. First up, I love that you can use this brush to separate your lashes. When I use liquid liners, sometimes it goes into my lashes, and before I get a chance to put in my mascara, it's dried. Sometimes my lashes can clump together and it can make me have more of a, you know, 3 eyelash look rather than a nice fluttery set of lashes. So I love that you've got these metal combs that are just perfectly spaced apart, that you can comb any clumps before your mascara application out of your lashes. Now, after your mascara application, I use this brush every single day for just defining, separating, taking out any clumps of mascara on the upper and also in particular the lower lash line. I love this for brushing mascara through my lower lash line. It's perfect, it's beautiful. And the last thing that I really like using this brush for is when I am wearing false lashes like I am today. Once the lash glue has dried, I really like to use this brush to brush the lashes together. This brush retails for 20 Australian dollars. I love it. I use it every day. It is a fantastic brush. Keeping to the eye area for now, I was also sent 3 of her tapered eyeshadow crease type brushes. I think that all 3 are certainly essential. I used them today to get this look, and they all do serve a slightly different purpose. First up, I'm going to show you the biggest one, and the biggest one is the number 7 Deluxe Point Shader, and the Deluxe Point Shader is a cruelty-free blue squirrel fiber. It retails for 39 Australian dollars. It is the largest of the 3, and I use this once I've applied my eyeshadow primer just to apply like a matte cream shadow from lash line right up to brow bone. Fantastic brush for that. This brush is also really nice for just blending in the crease. If you want a really soft crease look, you can use this first up to apply a really light contour to the crease area, or you can finish off your look just blending everything finely together on the eye once you've applied your more detail eyeshadow. This brush is also really nice for applying like a powder bronzer down the nose area as well. Because it's tapered, you can adjust your pressure and change how you use this brush. You can use it flat, which is how I sort of apply it on my lid, or if you do want to blend out the crease a little bit more, just a light pressure using just the tip, you can get a much, you know, finer surface area with this brush. A beautiful brush, very soft, and I definitely like that one. Next one, the medium sized tapered eyeshadow brush. They call this one the number 8 medium point shader, and I really like this one for your transition shade. So once you've laid down that matte cream shade on your lid, then you dip this into like a matte medium brown, and this is going to be like your workhorse. before you put any color down on the lid, I really like this just for defining that crease area, that outer corner. I'll also bring it down under the eye area as well. It's just a workhorse. It's fantastic. You can certainly use it with darker shades in the outer V, as well as, you know, when you want more of a smoky lower lash line, this is a nice one. Really beautiful brush. Love that it's tapered. Again, depending on the pressure that you use, you can use this for many different things. And then the smallest tapered eyeshadow brush I was sent is the number 9. This one is called the Detail Point Shader. Retails for 29 Australian dollars. And again, these 3 tapered eyeshadow brushes are all cruelty-free blue squirrel. I will use this one for more defined outer corner blending and application. I also really like this one for setting any pencil product or cream product that I've put on my lower lash line. Also, I'll blend out my upper lash line with any kind of cream or pencil products that I've used. Also a beautiful brush for applying that highlight on the inner corner. Fantastic also for more precise brow highlight. And then, as I said, the outer corner, beautiful brush for that. Really like that quite a lot. This one also really nice for very precise concealer because you've got that very fine tapered end, and these all work very nice with cream products again. Lastly, I have 2 different face brushes for you. First one here is the brush number 2 mini kabuki. This is what it looks like. It comes white. It's nice and dirty because yes, I used it certainly today to get this look. And it certainly does clean back to a beautiful white. I really like this brush. It is a bit of a workhorse brush. You can certainly use this with cream or powders. You'll see today how I used this actually to blend in my under eye concealer. Also, this is a great brush for blending out any cream or powder bronzers as a contour. Because it is tapered, again, you adjust your pressure to how you want to use this brush. If you want really fine contouring, you just hold it very lightly, just use the tapered tip. Or if you want to cover larger areas, you might use more pressure and you might use it on an angle to get, you know, these kinds of areas and blend out your bronzer and contour around your forehead. Also, you could certainly use this one for contouring down the sides of your nose. Because of that tapered tip, you can get it as fine as you want it. Also, you certainly could use this one as a spot powder applicator or a powder or cream highlighter brush as well. This mini kabuki is made of cruelty-free goat fiber. The other face brush that I have is the brush number 4. This one is called the Square Kabuki. Retails for 45 Australian dollars. This one, like the eyeshadow tapered brushes, are made of cruelty-free blue squirrel. Now, I find that these brushes are they're very different, but I find that they are fairly interchangeable just depending on what your preferences are. I feel like you can use both of these with cream, both of these with powder. You can use both of these for contouring, just depending on what your preference is. This one is very soft still. You can use it certainly on the side for a more precise contour, or you can certainly use the flat side for a thicker contour or for blending out and blending up. You can certainly cover large areas, just like you can use the side of this brush to cover large areas. It's just going to be your preference, I think. Do you need the 2 of these? You could find different uses for them, but I do find that depending on your, preferences, you could probably get away with just one of them. They are both pretty unique, but I would say that as far as like less expensive options available, this one does not really have a less expensive option that I'm aware of that I would recommend. So I really like these 2 brushes, and yeah, I would recommend them definitely. So they are the brushes that I was sent from Ray Morris. I certainly recommend them. They are beautiful quality. They wash up certainly very nicely to like a new condition. I think that these are going to last you a very nice time. Brushes are an investment, and I do really feel that good makeup application does start with good tools, and these are beautiful brushes. They really just do the job for you really with blending, and they make it just easy and seamless, and you get a really beautiful effect with minimal effort, I would say, with these beautiful brushes. If you do want to watch any other videos that review a wider range of the latest brushes from Ray Morris, certainly do look down below in the description bar. If you've tried any of the brushes that I have shown you today, or if you've tried any other brushes from Ray Morris's collection, let me know what they are and what you love about them. I would love to hear from you. That is about it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a beautiful day, and don't forget, you are gorgeous. I will see you again really soon. Bye.